All right. My name is Chapo. I'm one of the cameo DMs here at the UAG, the Unnamed Adventuring Guild. This is a one shot, maybe, called Rocking the Friggin' Airship with Rourke the maniacal gnome. Basically, we'll get into that a little bit later. So I'll have everybody introduce themselves from my left to right. First will be Matt with gender.
Hello, everybody. My name is Matthew. I am playing Jander, the Forge Cleric of Reorks, who, up until recently, was a very reluctant hero and is now coming into his own.
All right. Then we'll have the other Matt.
I'm at number one. I'm playing first level fighter, Sordin, um, protection fighter. So
Okay.
don't really have much to say about him yet.
That's okay. Then we have Sandra.
Hey, my name is Sandra. I'm going to be playing Ansgar Eriksson. He is a cavalier fighter. He's an ex-soldier, or still like a soldier with heart, and his main weapon is a halberd, and he is excelling at combat on a mount, whichever it is really. And yeah, that's basically it. He's a fighter, and he fights for the just.
All right. And then we have Brendan.
I'm Brendan. I'm playing Maja, who is a level ranger, and she's a bounty hunter, former bounty hunter, who's trying something new.
All right. So, the four of you are in the guild hall. You see a well-dressed human male walk into the guild hall bar area. He says, "Can anybody show me to where Pincus is?"
Why, yes. Mr. Pincus is right up here. You walk up those stairs, and that's where his office is.
Ah, thank you, large fellow.
Yeah,
And
you're welcome.
He walks up the stairs. A few minutes later, he comes down with Pincus. And Pincus has, of course, a writ in his hand. He says, "This gentleman is hiring you as a quick reactionary force for the airship. Apparently, they're going to take it out for some hunting, I suppose, on its first maiden voyage. Just follow him." He says that the pay will be given at the end of whatever he has you guys doing. If you need anything, of course, you can head to the dispensary and gather what you need. Other than that, good luck. And he walks back into the office. He says, and the gentleman says, "Hello, my name is Lauren. I work for a certain part of the city that has been finishing the reconstruction of the airship. With it recently being done, we are a little antsy to see what it can do. And of course, the captain of the airship, Rourke, he is a gnome and a little off at sometimes, but he is very well versed in how it works and whatnot. And then I don't know if any of you have worked on it or not, or if you've ever seen it before. But he says, I'll take you there. He says, if you need to grab something or whatnot from your dispensary, now is a good time. He says, you won't need mounts or anything like that. So with that, I'll wait here until you are all done, unless you're ready to go.
I am ready.
I'm ready.
Maja's gonna Ansgar, I guess, and ask dispensary. What is that?
I believe that is like some sort of locker or something.
The storeroom, basically.
If you don't have never heard about this, then you probably don't have anything in there, so nothing to worry about, little lady.
Thank you.
I'm going
You're
to say that
welcome.
you already went through your contract stuff with Pinkett since you were in the Guild Hall.
Okay, yeah.
You already know what everything entails about that. Matt number 1, do you need anything out of the storeroom?
No.
Okay. He says, well, if you are all ready, and follow me, please. So he, of course, he steps out the door, and outside the door is a pretty good sized carriage. Gentleman in a nice suit opens the door. He says, please enter. And he walks in. He says, you all can come inside, or you can ride up on top or whatnot. Any weapons that you need to store, and he looks at Ansgar. You could set that up on top, I believe. It shouldn't go anywhere.
All right then. I believe other measures of security are not necessary, and he puts it away.
Yeah. So you all climb in. I'm guessing inside of there. It's pretty spacey. It's actually a pretty good size carriage. And once you're all inside, the carriage moves on. He says, "So, basically, the object of this mission is to basically test the airship, some of its capabilities, some of its new capabilities that have just been installed. Of course, Captain Rourke is in charge when it comes to the ship. So, any questions once you're up there, you can ask him." He says, "We will be sending a one other person with you all besides the crew. You'll meet him when you get there. Apparently, he knows a great deal about the airship itself. He's kind of a, what would you say, a deserter from the people that did own the airship. So, with that, we are kind of keeping an eye on him at the same time, just to make sure that he's not a double agent." He says, "But you guys have any questions?"
What happens if we fall?
Well, more than likely, once you hit the ground, your life will probably cease to exist if you are far high enough in the air.
I was
Unless the mage can cast, I believe the spell is Feather Fall on you. Most of the time, the crew that are up there, they usually tie a line to themselves in case something's going on that a possibility of them going over might happen. I'm sure they'll verse you on those types
Security
of
means-
measures. Right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Nope.
Okay, so ride takes about 15 minutes. As you're watching out the window, you are heading a little outside of town, kind of, sort of. And once there, you do see where the airship is docked to this newly constructed tower. I really don't know where the hell they put him at, so I'm just going to throw this out. Okay.
It's north of the city where the trading grounds are. There was a building there. They just put it there because there were already a bunch of soldier people around there. They just
Okay, makes sense.
The launch area there. So there is a ramp a tower there for loading and offloading.
Okay, so strike that, reverse it, what I said. You head north into the city. About 10-15 minutes, you arrive at the launch building, which happens to be pretty close to a barracks. There's soldiers outside keeping watch. As you arrive, the gentleman that opened the door opens the door again. He says, "Please exit." And you all exit out. Retrieve all your items from the top of the carriage, if that's what you need to do. He says, "All right, follow me." So you head into the building, head upstairs, finally getting to these stairs that lead to the ramp where the airship is currently docked. Once there, you see just a hustle bustle of everything getting ready for the mission. This gentleman named Fisk comes down the gangplank. You see that he is in fact a hobgoblin. He is wearing scale mail, carries a broadsword and a shield currently strapped on his back. He walks down. He says, "Warren, are these the recruits that you were talking about?" He says, "Yes, these are 4 of the UAG members that will accompany us as extra security measures." He says, "All right. Sounds great." He comes down and he says, "That's all." He says, "You can go back to your desk." He's like, "But," he's like, "You're good." He's like, "Right."
Yeah.
So he walks back into the building, trailed by his servant man or whatever he is. And Fisk, he says, he nods his head over to the right. He's like, "Come on, let's talk." So he walks down the deck there, not of the ship, of it's kind of like a big deck that they constructed so that way when they dock the airship, they have space to move around supplies or whatnot, normal stuff. He says, "Okay." He says, "Well, I'm Fisk. And your names?"
Hello, I'm Jander.
"Welcome, Gender." He actually puts his hand out to shake it.
I give him a good solid handshake.
Okay. He says, "You?" He's pointing towards Matt.
I'm Sordan.
Okay. And then you? He looking at the very tall gentleman there.
Ansgar is the name. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And he puts out like his arm and gives him a firm handshake as well.
Ah. Strong. Good. And he looks last to how tall is Major?
Relatively short. She's low average, probably 5'2", 5'3".
Okay. He's probably about 6 feet tall. He says, "Hello." He says, "And you are?"
Meja.
"Ah, okay." "Shy?" "Guess so." "Okay." All right. So here's the give you the lowdown here. So the powers that be that hired me, because I know a little bit about the ship, traveled on it before. I've done sorties with it. It's not in perfect shape, but it is airworthy. Some of the systems that are on it are not complete. I believe they have not got the deck ballista to work totally 100%. It will fire, but it is not going to arc in a certain direction. He says the 2 mortar tubes on the below deck that are used for bombardment, they sort of know how to use it. They really don't know how to aim with it yet. So
That's
then you'll be-
encouraging.
yeah. He says, I'm trying to help them understand it a little bit more with what little information I have of how running it. He says, puts his hands behind his back. He says, my former occupation was a guard captain or troop captain, I would say. So I really didn't deal with the ship as much, but I did ask questions as much as I could, and I got what information I could from him, just in case. So, basically, they want to know what this ship can do. They want to know how it'll deal when we come into contact with the enemy. How it'll handle itself being attacked from the ground. We do have a mage on board that will act as magical defense. The ballista is manned by a pair of gnomes.
Knowles.
Sorry.
Holy
Sorry.
shit. Abandoned mission.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a hobgoblin, so I really haven't been around goodly races too much.
That was
so
a
I'm
good
still
joke,
getting
though.
used-
That
Yeah.
was a good joke.
Maybe better call them no bait. Sorry. There's a pair of gnomes that are manning that ballista. They are pretty good marksmen, but they themselves are still trying to figure their things out how gnomes usually do. He looks to Jander. He says, I see that you have an anvil on your crest. I'm guessing you're a cleric of some kind of smithy god?
Yes, of Rourke's.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him. That's
You don't necessarily want to be.
I just want to say something.
okay.
This is the first time. This is out of character. This is the first time in a long while. The entire party is human.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. We're screwed if it gets dark.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, I think they may need some of your expertise. Some of the gears there are not working the way they're supposed to. And gnomes are pretty proficient in tinkering, but sometimes they have bad luck with things working longer than a day. So if you wouldn't mind, that would definitely help the survivability of our mission if you could kind of take a look at what they're doing.
I'll do what I can, but I'm a smith, not.
Right. I understand. He says the other three, realistically, we won't need you until we come into contact. Other than that, you're free to roam the ship, as far as I know. Rourke is a little eccentric, I would say. You'll meet him here in a few, and you can hear somebody yelling like crazy shit. Wait, like in the background. What are you doing? Stop doing that shit. Wait. Okay, keep doing it. you just hear him yelling crazy stuff, you know. He says, other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be in my cabin until we launch. So he nods to you all. He says, questions?
No, sir.
Are we expecting trouble?
Not expecting, but I suppose we're going to be looking for trouble. We have to test the capabilities of the ship. So I have a good idea where to find it.
Excellent.
So hopefully we don't bite more than we can chew when we
Are
come
we
upon it.
allowed to board?
Sorry?
Sorry, I'm assuming all this is taking place on the dock.
Yeah. If you guys have any more questions, you're feel free to go on ship. I just wanted to talk to you off to the side. So, since we're basically the combat arms of the ship, just want to give you a heads up. Other than that, I'll see you on ship. And he walks off briskly up the gangplank and heads into the cabin areas, and he disappears. So you're free to roam the ship. Once you get to the top, the bosun, he greets you all. He says, "I am Bosun Andra. I am second in command. Whenever the captain is not yelling, I'll be taking care of everything else." He says there's quarters below decks. They're all marked with a piece of paper that says UAG. Should be, there was 5 cabins, but since there's only 4 of you, pick one and you can store your gear in there or whatnot. He says we should be launching in about 2 hours.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a room, put my backpack down, but I'm still going to have essentials. I'm still going to have my longsword, shield on my back, and crossbow and case on me.
Okay. So once you get up on deck, you guys want to make perception rolls for me? I'll explain some more stuff.
So her Maja's passive is 16. Do you need more than that?
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
And I got 17 total.
I got 19.
I've got 7. I am really impressed by the view.
And so you shall. Shall be.
And it begins.
So you all get to your cabins. Put your stuff down if that's what you're going to do, and you can head back outside. Give me a second, and I'm getting some stuff hashed out here. And I'll share with you. There we go. So, this is basically how the ship is laid out. The top deck, anyways. This is the ballista. This is the, I forgot. I don't know ship terms, but anyways, there's kind of like two, like a 1-story, like little house thing that sits up here. Right here is some steps or stairs. There's another set here. The console for the ship is right here, kind of like in the same area it was last time. You can see Rourke here. And this spot here, here, and here are supports for the cables that are holding the air bladder that is keeping it aloft. Back here, the ship does kind of go like this. On the side over here, you can see that there are these pods, kind of, sort of, that stick out from the deck right there. You're not really sure what they are, but you know that they have hatches on them that open down the center. Of course, like this. You do see heavy crossbows set on the rails going across this way and that way, and basically anywhere else that they can anchor one on a swivel. That way, if they need to fire out, they are ready. The steps to go downstairs are right here. And inside, of course, there's rooms probably like this, kind of stacked like that. Board each side going down this way. And then 2 here. And then there's right here in the middle is actually another set of stairs that goes down. And then underneath, you have 2 more decks below. They kind of get smaller as they go down. I think this is called the forecastle as far as ships go. If you care to look in there, you can. It's basically a magazine for ballistas and the mortar tubes. Mortar tubes themselves are set in the ship right there. You can see the tube sticking out the bottom of it. Other than that, that's pretty much the layout of the ship. You do see that this area over here does have, that would be my wife just getting to work. The noise. Yeah, so these right here are kind of like shelves. Basically, they have weapons here. They have bows, crossbows, arrows, bolts. This over here will have supplies needed for the ship. Different things like that. All in all, each one of these squares is going to be 5 feet as normal. And that's basically the layout of the ship. I'm sure it looks a lot cooler, but that's just a quick sketch of what it looks like for the time being. The gangplank to come onto the ship is actually located right here at the moment. Okay, so when you guys step up, that's kind of like you guys are just standing here when you get up on top of the deck. So, any questions?
Nope.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so 2 hours go by pretty quickly. Go ahead.
Running around the sides like a little short wall to keep people from falling off the edge.
Yeah, there's a rail that comes almost about 4.5 feet up. Most of the people here are around 5'10", 5'11". So it comes to about their belly button. For you, it probably comes to around, well, you understand where it comes around.
Ribs.
Yeah. But there are, you do see that there are armor plates on the rails in different intervals, as if like you could walk up to it and slide it up to get more, like a cover. It's kind of like a tower shield they halved, and it just kind of slides down. So whenever you need it, you just kind of slide it up, and you can fire your bow or whatnot from that position. You see a lot of thought has been put into how defensible the ship is going to be for whoever is on it. So the ballista itself sits on a round circular platform that looks like it traverses 360 degrees. The ballista can move up and down. It only shoots forward, of course. It can't shoot downwards, of course. But it can't shoot anything that's in higher or level with them. The bladder itself is probably about that size. I'll use a thicker line, and that's probably about the size of it, right there.
Okay.
So you guys can kind of get an idea of where it is. in case you need to try not to shoot it with your arrows or whatnot. You see that the bladder is
Note to
reinforced
self,
with.
don't hit that.
Yeah, you do see that the sides of the bladder are reinforced with light leather armor. Looks like in some spots. Obviously, you can't cover the whole thing; it'd be too heavy. But that's the way it's set up. It's a pretty decent sized ship. It's not huge. It's more kind of like a schooner, I guess, size. But it does what it needs to do. So there is a stack right about here. Okay. That, of course, it spews out smoke. There are propellers back here. There's a pair here, and there's a pair here that propel it forward. Because it does not have sails, of course. But that's about it. So, 2 hours goes by. You see that Fisk's cabin is in the same area as yours, but all the rest of the crew, they sleep below decks. Your cabins are up on top, mainly because you are the reactionary security force on the ship. And with that, he knocks on all your doors. He says, we're just about to get on the way. If you want to watch, you're more than welcome to. Other than that, you can stay in your room. If you hear the alarm, of course, please head up top as soon as possible. Our first destination, I believe, with the speed that this thing can get, will probably take about 3 hours from now. And you're free to roam or sit in your room or whatever you want to do. I'll be up on top. Okay.
I would be definitely coming out as well to see this, to witness this, because this is like entirely new and that's really awesome.
Okay. So
I'm coming out
Hells
to
yeah.
check out
Roger
the
too.
ballista.
Okay. Cool. So you get up top, Jander. You walk over to the two gnomes that are manning the ballista. Of course, they're tinkering with something with the elevation controls here. And you hear him talking. It's like, well, if you hadn't pulled out the goddamn gear, that shit would go up and down. He's like, look, I'll rip your damn mustache off if you don't keep fucking with me. Okay? I'm trying to fix it, but you keep sticking your damn dick beaters in there, and I'm going to cut them off. He's like, well, if you knew how to fix something, you fucking unknowingly fuck. He's like, that shit. I'm going to beat this fuck. And he's like standing on top of the thing and with his hands gesticulating up in the air. Someone, give me a fucking mace. I'm going to beat this fuck's face in right now. Come here. Hey, you. What's your name? And he's pointing towards Jander. He's like, you. Let me see that. What do you have? Do you have a mace by chance?
No, I have a rapier.
He says, you don't have a mace. Who's got a fucking mace over here? Come on. Fuck it. Give me the pokey thing. Here. Can I have it? Can I see it real quick?
What are you trying to do to the ballista? Let me see if I can help.
He looks at you like weird. He's like, Rourke, the god that hates gnomes. Great. Well,
Don't worry, me and him are not on the best terms anyway.
well, this cabbage eating goat fucker here, he fucked up some fucking gears down here, and now this thing won't elevate. I told him not to fuck with it. It was fine the way it was. The other gnome's like, well, the gear was missing a couple teeth. Well, you gotta replace it, you fuck. It's like, oh.
How big a gear is it?
He says, and he tells you it's exactly 4 7/16 long, It's got approximately 120 teeth on it. It weighs approximately 16.5 ounces, or maybe a pound and 5 ounces. It's made out of. Oh, it was made out of. And he starts looking. He looks at it and he's like, "What the hell is it made out of?"
Steel?
Yes, it's made out of steel.
You want me to make you another one?
You can make another one, like right
Yeah.
here. You got a damn forge right here. It's like I don't see a forge sticking out your ass, son.
I'm a forge cleric. I am the forge, son.
Well, well, well. Well, here you go. He fucking reaches down. He rips the thing off of it. Puts it in your hand. He's like, "Have at it." So,
All right. So if this is not worth more than 100 gold, I've got some scrap metal. I'm just going to channel divinity this shit and make
Okay.
it here.
You don't have to use. It just allows you to use up to 100 gold. So
do your
Yeah,
thing.
I just don't. If it's going to call it, if it's more than that, then I'm not going to be able to make it. I'll have to do it.
well,
the
you're
old-fashioned
basically reforming it, so you basically have the material you need to do it.
way. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just make the gear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do your thing. You have to roll for it.
No,
No,
it's just a thing I do.
Okay.
it's just an
Cool.
hour-long ritual he does on a short rest.
Okay. So you do your thing. Meanwhile, the
It's
ship.
basically transmutation like in Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay. So basically, you get down to doing your thing. And while you're doing that, Bosun comes up. He's like, "All right, detach the lines." You see 4 sailors or airmen run over to the side of the ship on this side, where where's the deck is sitting. It's right here, pretty much like that, just like that. They detach 4 lines in different spots. They coil them up, put them down, stow them away right here on the ground, on the plank deck. I guess, like, I don't know ship terms, so I'm just doing what I know. They put them, they stow them away. And with that, the freaking stack over here starts, you can feel the deck start vibrating as they're, I guess, powering up the engine down there. And you hear this swish of air as you can feel it vibrate. If you guys actually did move back here, you would see that the propellers are starting to move. And so the ship is starting to move forward. And of course, the bosun he's screaming at sailors, do this, do that, do this, do that, and shit. And people are scrambling around deck. Other than that, Jander, you're up here. I don't know where everybody else wanted to be.
Ansgar would probably be on the railing, like looking down, seeing like he would hold himself, and I think with a 17 strength, he would be able to not be blown away.
No, we haven't got to that part yet.
Okay, well, at this point, he's just gonna watch, and if they tell him to fuck off, then he will fuck off to where he can watch it.
Okay.
If
No, they
he's,
don't say anything to you. You're not really in the way.
if he stands on one side of the ship, I'm going to stand on the other side.
Okay.
Beat me to it.
Okay, so you stand on the other side of the ship. Major, you stand on whatever side that you want to stand on. You see Fisk is up here with the captain, actually talking to him a little bit. And you see the captain kind of like nodding and saying some shit that's inaudible from where you guys are at. The noise from the ship is actually getting a little bit louder. And so you guys start moving away from the building. You catch speed, starting to move pretty quickly now. I'll have everybody make strength checks for me.
Strength or athletics?
No, it's gonna be strength checks.
Okay.
you're pretty surprised. This thing picks up speed rather quickly. Before you know it, you're moving where the wind is gusting against you pretty well, and you're gaining altitude at the same time.
That's gonna be. Oh hell, we all did well.
All right. So if you got a 15 or better, then you're fine. Once we start getting up higher, then you have wind drafts and stuff like that that'll come into play. Other than that, you all hold yourself up there as you guys are flying through the air. It's pretty cool. The city starts getting smaller beneath you. Air starts getting a little bit crisper, and birds are flying around, taking a look at what the hell this new monstrosity is flying through the air. The feel of the deck feels like as if it's humming, kind of vibrating a little bit. But realistically, you feel pretty great because you're flying through the air on a fucking ship. So they bank to the right, and you hear the captain saying, "Okay, get ready. We're making the bank." And he banks pretty steeply, and some of the stuff on the ship starts sliding this way, including sailors that weren't anchoring themselves properly. A couple of them hit the side rails. Like, fuck. One guy almost falls off, but he's caught by another one of the sailors or airmen. So after it makes this pretty sharp bank, it's heading in a northeastern direction, out towards, you're probably guessing, if anybody's been to Mawson, kind of that way. So, but not too long after that, Lumina is no longer beneath you, and you are out in the open grasslands. Within an hour, you are starting to hit the edges of the forest that's connected that Mawson is in. Not too long after that, you start seeing, you could see Mawson out in the distance, but you can also see below you, you can see figures moving around in the forest. If anybody wants to make a perception roll for me.
I got a 14.
That's another 17.
Okay.
15.
9.
Okay.
What are
I
you
think
saying no for?
Well, I was just saying, no, I'm not watching because I'm not really looking that close because my eyes are shit right now.
So, whoever had the 17. So you're looking down, you kind of watching these figures, and who was that, Major?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you look down, and you could definitely tell that you see a group of orcs moving down there. Probably about, I'm guessing,
well,
probably about
19.
Oh yeah, 19.
What if it's orcs?
Yeah. So it's orcs.
I guess that's only survival checks, isn't it? I don't know. I'm just learning this stuff.
So you see, and you definitely see a pack of like a troop of orcs, about 9 of them. They're pretty far away from Mawson, but you know from just history from around town and what they've got posted up on the boards that there's a group of orcs, or I should say a small army, commanded by this one orc named Grolloc. He's been moving around, or has been known to be moving around the forest around Mawson lately. You can definitely tell that there's a patrol down there. It doesn't look like they've noticed you at all. Right by the time you see Fisk up on the deck, he's looking over the side too with a spyglass, and he's nodding to Rourke. He's like, "Yeah, there's a group down there." He's like, "Well, let's see what this thing can do." So you tell that the speed starts slowing down. They make kind of a circuit in a clockwise way, and they start lining up the front of the ship with the line of travel of the orcs. And he starts yelling. He says, "Bosun, send down a pair of mortars." And he says, "Righto, Captain." He's like, "Mortar crews, prepare to launch." And from this tube, and you see there's these brass tubes that are over here by the console. There's probably about 12 of them. And you see he's talking to one when he says that, and he gets the answer back. Mortar tube 2 ready. And then a few seconds later, mortar tube 1 is ready. He says, "All right, loose." And you feel this thud, and if you happen to look down, you see the mortars shoot out, and I'm gonna see if you hit them.
I know called. I would have basically whistled or yelled loud enough for the other members to come see.
All right. If anybody go over there, probably have a better advantage from that side, anyways. Does anybody else move over there?
Sure.
I'll move over.
I'll try.
On
Maybe I
my
see something
channel
interesting.
divinity.
Oh yeah, you're doing it. Okay. All right. So you two join Maja over there.
Oh, has it been more than an hour?
Yeah, it's been more than an hour, so you probably
Oh,
done by
okay.
now.
It's half an hour, isn't it?
Oh well, they
Was it
moved.
an hour?
You guys have traveled an hour already, and it's been another half hour. So he's had enough time to do that and help them place it back into the ballista. So the ballista is moving up and down now. And another problem started happening with it. You have to work on that later. So the 4 of you are standing right here, looking out in this direction, and you see the mortars shoot out. And you're boom, boom, and you see the impact. One impacts a little bit far to the right, but one hits right dead center of the group, and you can see them just kind of get blown in a bunch of different directions. But the damage is massive as these mortars shoot down and just explode right in the middle of the group. You're watching as you guys pass
Well, there
overhead.
goes the element of surprise.
Yeah, you don't see anything moving. He's like, Captain's like, "Well done. Now load it again, you dogs." And of course, Bosun's like, "Reload, make it fast." And he grabs this little sand timer thing and flips it over on top of the console. And Rourke's like, "I want that down to 15 seconds." He's like, "Captain, they barely know how to do this." "I don't give a goddamn shit. Get it done." He's like, "Yes, Captain." So 25 seconds later, they come back over the tubes. Mortar 2, number 2, reloaded. Someone's injured down here. Mortar tube number 1, reloaded. And Bosun's like, "God damn it. Can't do shit around." So he leaves the deck, the top deck up here. He runs down, goes down into the cabin area and then shoots back down. You hear something over the tubes there. It's like, looks like somebody lost a hand. They forgot to move their hand when they were closing the breach. He's like, "Well, cauterize it or check and see if the wizard can reattach it. Sucks to be him right now." So, he's like, "Oh, we got shit to do. Can't have a late. Make sure you can still
We got shit
function."
to do. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll fix it later. So, So he's like, yeah. So Fix walks over to you guys. He's like, well, mortar tubes work. Seems like. What do you guys think?
I think if you lose a hand every time you through.
What was that?
I think if you lose, if you have a crew member lose a hand every time you lob a volley, you're going to quickly run out of crew.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've been training on this thing for 2 or 3 weeks now. They should know better than to, have that happen. But what are you going to do? Trial and error. Maybe that'll teach everybody else to watch where their hands are. Sucks, but what are you going to do? Other than that, seems like it worked pretty good, huh?
Absolutely.
All right. He turns around. And he says, he looks at you, Jan, and he's like, just get that thing fixed.
Yeah, we got the one piece fixed, but now there's something else wrong with it.
He's like, he said, we're going to need that. Well, I'm going to go check on it. So he walks over there and he starts talking to the gnomes. He's like, what the hell happened to this thing now? Well, I don't know. The other one's like, well, I don't know either. He's like, well, somebody fucking needs to know because we're going to need this thing pretty soon, I'm hoping. We need to test it anyways. He's like, get on it. He's like, all right. So the two gnomes get back to work.
Why don't you just try and fire it and see what goes wrong?
He's like, we did. It wouldn't fire. The trigger mechanism is stuck or something. And you can see where, there's a ballista loaded in it. And one of the gnomes is trying to pull the trigger. And he's like, I just can't get it pulled. And it almost looks like he just doesn't have enough strength to pull it.
Can I try and pull up the trigger?
Yeah. Make me a strength check.
That is a modified 20.
All right. So you pull with all your might. Finally, it starts easing back. And then finally it just pops. And you kind of get pulled back kind of hard. The bar kind of hits you in your fucking chest. But the damn ballista goes off and it shoots forward. And it gets probably about 500-600 meters, and then it starts leveling off, like going downwards. That's a pretty good sized ballista too. So, like, oh, you fixed it, and you broke it. Damn it! You're looking down, and the trigger thing actually came out of the housing. So,
he's like, now you know what's wrong with it.
He's like, He's like, give me that. Get out of my chair. And he starts pushing you off. He starts yelling there. He's like, get the tools. The tools are right here, you dumbass. Oh. Like, if I didn't need you here, I'd beat you with this damn thing. So they start arguing a little more and they're doing their shit. So Bosun comes over. He says, well, looks like guy's hand is not a total loss. He just broke it pretty good. He says he'll need some healing. And a couple of his bones reset, but it doesn't look like he'll lose his hand. I think they were exaggerating a little bit. Well, that's it. He turns around. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And he starts yelling at some other guy. He walks off. So Fist comes up. He says, all right. We're going to be traveling into the night to our next destination. So he says, why don't you follow me over here? And he's talking about this area over here. So over here, there's also a table. Okay. and the table itself has a table is basically a map. Okay, it's got a map of the whole world on it. Basically, he says, "All right, this piece right here," and he grabs this kind of large square piece of glass, and he sets it on top of the area that has alumina and all that stuff, and he kind of magnifies it, and you can see like a slight glow to the glass. So it pulls it up, and it kind of shows where you guys are in relation to the map. And I don't have a map to show you guys. Anyways, you're heading northeast into the mountains, kind of, sort of. He says, we're heading to this particular area here. We're waiting till nighttime because we don't want to be spot in the air in the daytime, obviously. So when we get there, we're going to have...
the underside of the ship painted.
No, they haven't got to that yet. So if you look at it from below, it just looks like they'd see a brown blob in daylight. At night, if it's stars, it would just seem like something's blotting out the stars as it moves along. So they haven't figured out that aspect of the ship camouflage yet. So when we get over here, we're gonna take the Steam Eagles, and we're gonna conduct some raids. So and he looks at all your faces when he says Steam Eagles, and
Eagles?
he's like, oh yeah, you wouldn't know what those are. He says, well, just follow me. So he takes you down the deck again. And he comes down right about here. He says, all right, he says, first, you need to be sworn to secrecy. He's like, give me your word that you won't tell anybody outside of the city, guards, or Illumina, realistically, that we have these. They're on loan to us. I was like, well, I'll just show you. So on right over here, there's this box. He pulls out a key from his belt. He unlocks a box. He flips it up, and it's a console there. It's got one button says open, one button says close, one button says lift, and one button says secure. Right? So he taps the button for open, and these doors, they open up. And down here, you can see 3 constructs. Okay? And they look like eagles. And I don't know if you guys saw the pictures that I posted online.
Yeah, on the event.
Okay. So they look like those things, okay? They all look different. One of them is white in color. One of them is like steel, real shiny steel, kind of, sort of. And one of them is kind of like a rusted out looking bird. But they all look like they're in good condition. And there's a lever that he moves down to number 3, and he presses a button for attach or detach or whatever. And once he does that, the rusty eagle stands up and looks up to you guys and does eagle scream, or whatever. I don't have a noise for you.
We appreciate the effort, though.
Yeah. Caw. Right? So this thing is probably about 15 feet long. Okay. And he taps this button on the front face of the console, and this little drawer pops out, and on the drawer, and in the drawers, there's 3 rings. He grabs the ring on the all the way to the right, and he puts it on his finger. And he puts his hand out towards the eagle, and he says, "Come up on deck." And immediately the eagle jumps up, spreads its wings, which its wingspan is probably about 25, 30 feet, and it flaps over here and lands right in this area right here. And it just sits there looking around.
Glorious.
Yeah. So you get over to it, and he says, "Come on, let's go take a look." So you get over to it. On the back of it is a saddle with hooks, or like little carbiners hooks that you can hook to yourself or whatnot. And if you don't have one, it has a belt that you can place around yourself. And the way this thing looks, it looks pretty badass. The eyes are made out of opals. The beak is actually made out of mithril, but the rest of the body is made out of steel, looks like. But it looks rusted, but as you look, it really isn't rust. It's just kind of like almost like a paint scheme, I guess, or maybe the steel was just made to look brownish. And the armor plates on it are actually, it looks kind of like scale mail, but except instead of being scales, they're feathers. And it's got these wicked looking claws on its feet. And other than that, the only other thing mechanical that you can tell that comes from it is that when it moves, it does make little, scrunching noises, kind of like if you have some steel wool in your hand and you scrunch it. That's what kind of sounds like. And through where its ass is, a slight wisp of smoke comes out the ass end of it, and you can almost hear like a little engine inside of it pumping. But as you get closer to it, you do smell like almost like a coppery smell, and it looks magnificent. He says, "Well, this is Thurgood. He is one of our constructs, our steam eagles." He says, "He's pretty good. He's a little temperamental. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They're controlled by this ring. Basically, you command it through thought, and he'll do the flying. You just tell him where you want him to go. He can attack with his claws and his beak. Right now, we've clocked him at probably about, fastest as I've seen him go is about 200 feet around, basically. That's what he's trying to explain. And that's with him dive bombing.
Damn.
So
200 feet per minute or per 6 seconds.
yeah, that's with him dive bombing. So if he dive bombs, he gets a speed boost and a damage bonus. If he dive bombs something. Other than that, his normal travel fly speed is probably about half of that, so about 100. So basically, if he dives down, it's kind of like a dash. And they will carry you. He points to Ansgar. He says, "You'll look a little funny because you are pretty big, but they will carry you."
I'm not often called funny, but I will take it.
Okay. He says, "These things are basically going to be our sneak attack kind of option, I guess. I can imagine what my last job would be like if we had something like this. It'd probably be a bad thing for our enemies. But so he says, "Thurgood, get back in." And you see the eagle. He walks back over to the rail there. He climbs over, jumps on top of the one in the middle, and then walks back over, turns around, and punches back down. And he hits the attach button and clamps down back on his feet. And he just kind of settles down and he closes the hatches back. He says, "We have 3 more on the other side." So he says, "Right now, if you want to take a rest, it might be a good idea. We're probably going to be there in probably about 2 hours or so. And it's going to be in the middle of the night. So if you get sleepy, now's a good time to take a nap. Other than that, I think the cook has got some chow brewing. So you guys are free to do what you want to do on deck until night ops is up. What do you guys want to do?"
I'm going to get something to eat and then take a nap.
Okay.
I'm going to take another look at the ballista.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on one of these steam eagles and like get used to them and sort of like, if I may.
He's like, okay. He says, with your size, I'm probably gonna put you with Arctic Wind over there. Which Arctic Wind is a white one. It's over here. It's just a little bit bigger than the other ones. It kind of resembles. Have you ever seen a harpy eagle?
No, I'll Google it.
Okay. Well, it kind of looks like that. Okay. It's still made out of metal, but this one actually has kind of like a paint scheme to look like a harpy eagle, which they look fucking pretty wicked if you ever seen one.
Oh
in
yeah,
real life.
yeah, I'm seeing them right now.
Okay. And so the one in the middle is actually he's all chrome, or he looks all chrome and shiny and shit. He said that's Jessic. And then we have on the other side, we have Talon. And we have Jakar. And then we have
What was the first one? Called the white.
Arctic Wind is a white
Okay.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Thurgood is the one that's rusted looking, and Jessic is the one that's all kind of shiny and silver. Talon is got a kind of like a. He almost seems like he's made out of obsidian, but it is metal, but it's just really dark. It's not glossy. It's like a matte finish, kind of sort of. But you see on him, he has actually got spurs along with like claws on his hands. And he's got a couple spines, kind of sort of on his where his elbows are on his wings, as if he could slash with it. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Jakar himself is actually, he's just a little bit smaller than the rest of them, but he looks more like a hawk in a way. And you see that he's got like on his underbelly, it looks like he's got like a Bombay door kind of sort of. You're not really sure what it is unless you want to ask Fisk. And Yusker is the last one, okay? And he actually is colored like a greenish color, like a kind of like a foliage. kind of camouflage, kind of sort of. If you had to guess, it almost looks like they put a cloak of elven kind on him, where he kind of blends in with the foliage and kind of sort of. So he's got kind of like that effect to his plumage, I guess.
Dibs on the sneaky one.
Yeah. So that's 6 steam eagles. So yeah, Ansgar, you walk over. He said he hands you the ring. He says, "I'm sorry, I can't let you fly it right now. We gotta make speed, and if you happen to not be able to control them, flight wise, then we need to make. We got a timeline to make."
Right. I just
but-
wanted to get like
Yeah.
accommodated.
So he opens the doors again, and he hands you like a cable to attach to your belt,
Cool.
so that way you don't fall off when you jump down there. So you jump down there. He hands you the ring before when you put it on. So when you put the ring on, you feel this kind of enervating energy roll through you, with kind of a slight cold to it also. And you jump down there, and Arctic wind kind of stands a little bit and looks to you, and it kind of gives you this impression of saying hello. It doesn't say words. They don't speak in like a language. They give impressions. Kind of like if you had a familiar, and the familiar
Yeah.
uh,
So
gives you an
since
impression of what it sees or whatnot. So its senses is kind of like how you speak to it, kind of sort of.
so since it's I would say it's still like an animalistic sort of construct, and he would know that like he is trained in animal handling and stuff.
Mhm.
So he would know that eagles are like sort of like predators, but also like proud creatures, sort of.
Yeah.
And especially if they're intelligent. So he'll just make like a bow motion towards the eagle, even if it's a construct and not real, but still he's gonna show respect before
Yeah.
doing anything.
So you do that, and it bows its heads, and it spreads its wing out behind it, showing you that it understands and it respects you back. But it does stand proudly in front of you. But as you look at it, and you watch its movements, it really does seem to react like an animal, almost as if they put the spirit of an eagle in it, in a way. A lot of his thought patterns are, it's very alert, and it looks around a lot. It actually does poke its head over the edge of the doors there and looks down to the ground, and you can see that it feels. You get the impression that it sees things moving around down there, because eagles have excellent vision.
Yeah.
And it flaps its wings a couple times, and it imparts the impression that it doesn't want to be here; it wants to be in the air. And
What a glorious companion. And like he doesn't even like refer to it like as a mount or something, but a companion. So,
Right.
but even if it's not his and all, so.
Fisk is right there with you, and he's like, "Yeah." He says, "I don't know much about these steam eagles." He says, "But from what I do understand, they did join them with an animal spirit, and so I feel bad locking them up here, but there's really no other place to put them, and we had to build these pods here, kind of sort of, to house them. There's really no space for us to keep them below deck."
That's a shame.
Yeah, he says, they are wonderful constructs. They are constructs, but at the same time, they don't feel like it at the same time. So, but he says, other than that, he seems to be pretty uh, cool with you. So I'll leave you here, and you can spend some time with him. He says, I will come back and when it's getting close to time, and we'll do some practices with him. That's going to be funny. All these eagles on the deck. I wonder if the deck will handle it. Shit. And he's like talking to himself as he walks away. So, so if any of you others want to do the same thing, I have to talk to old Fisk. Other than that, I think Jander walked over to the ballista, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk back over to the ballista, and of course, the two gnomes are there. One is passed out. The other one is trying to work, but trying to not pass out at the same time because they've been just working on this thing nonstop. And the one that's passed out is the one that has the accent, and he's passed out right about here. The other one, well, he's still tinkering with the mechanism right here. He's got it put back in there, and he's just got this little pin that he's trying to get in there, and he's tapping it with a little hammer. And he looks over and he says, how are you?
I just come to see if I could give you a hand.
He's like, I'll take it. I'm pretty beat. He says, basically, he explains to you basically what you need to do, which basically you have to put this pin in, and you have to rock the lever back in there till you feel it catch, and then you got to put these two other pins in there, and you just gotta. It's got to be done just at the right point in time and really precision work. Otherwise, they won't seat well and they'll come back out. So if you're going to try and do that, why don't you go ahead and roll me like a smithy check roll. The higher you get, the better.
All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's say 17. What do I add to that?
Don't you have a blessing of reorcs?
I do have a blessing of reorcs, and I've also got +1 from like my plate mail that gives me an advantage. Oh, it gives me advantage. Oh, let me redo that. Yeah, still 17. Let's see. What is the blessing? I don't even remember what that. It's been so long since I've played.
From what I understand, for what Revjack has,
It just
he gets like a +10, or it doubles your
it doubles your level.
Yeah, as far as
What you can craft, because there's a level restriction on magic items.
So whatever you use for your modifiers, like strength and
I think it's
proficiency, I know that's what it is for Revjack. Then you
it'd be like a 23.
Okay, so that's good enough. So you're able to get that in there within about 10, 15 minutes or so after you get the timing right. You have to restart it twice, but you get it done, and you're able to cock it back without having a blister on there, actually, and you pull the trigger, and it has a pretty smooth motion. There's no catch in it, and it, the string shoots forward with a clang, and the two gnomes kind of wake up and like, huh? What's going on?
I think I got it.
Oh, okay, good. And he falls back to sleep. So, and the other one, he's like, oh, great. He's like, he tells you that there's a rack right here on this side, and there's a rack on this side with ballistas on it. Some of them have magical additives to them. Some of them are just plain. He says, He says you can load one. Well, I'll show you how to load it. And he shows you how to load it and how to arm it and everything, crank the thing back. And he shows you the controls of how to move it up and down and left and right, and traverse and all that good stuff. And there you go. He says, you going to be up for a while?
Yeah, I'll be up for another hour or so.
Okay. So he passes back out. He's like, I'm going to sleep. So he falls asleep. And he's just kind of sitting there in this ballista. It's pretty rad. It's the craftsmanship of it is immaculate, you know. Along with it looking like it's a piece of jewelry because it just looks so beautiful. It's got that toughness to it, also, where it could take a beating and dish out twice as much. The ballista bolts are all well made, and you could definitely tell the ones that are the ones that have a touch of magic to them. And they basically work just kind of like if you get bolts with radiant damage or whatnot added to them. It's kind of like basically what it is. So the rack has 4 of each type. One does radiant, one does fire, one does lightning, and the last one does I think necrotic. And then on this side, it just got regular ballista bolts or ballistas, but they are all got a just a tinge of magic in them. Outside the game, they're all +1s. You know what I mean? But they're still just regular ballista bolts or whatnot.
Cool.
So, but yeah, so an hour passes by, and the one wakes up, the one without the accent. He wakes up, he's like, needed that. He says, I think you guys are getting ready. He says, I could take it from here. He says, thank you.
All right, I'm going to go catch a couple winks until they call.
Okay. So Matt, you grab you some food and grab you a nap. Didn't know what Major was going to do.
She watched Sandra, but I can't remember her name all of a sudden. She watched Asgar. She watched Asgar on the mess around with the and after she was finished with that, went inside and went to sleep, knowing that fighting is coming. She ate earlier today.
Okay.
It's been hours, but she doesn't really care.
All right. So, fast forward. Fist comes to all of you. He says, all right, we're getting close. He says, come up on deck so I can give you a quick class on how to use them. So, he goes on this side. He hands the white ring to Ansgar, since, obviously you already know him. He hands the brown one to Jander, Thurgood. He hands it gives Talon, the black one, to Sordon. And Major, he says, well, you seem the woodsy type, so I'm going to give you Yusker, the one that kind of blends. Then he takes a ring for Jakar. He says, okay. He says, basically how it works is you control it with your thoughts. Okay? Whatever you think he's going to do. If you ask him to come up on deck, they'll come up on deck. He lets go of the the clamps that hold him down. And he says, go ahead and try it. So you all make a animal handling roll for me.
Of course, I'm gonna roll like shit, but got an 11.
Okay.
I have a +6. I got an 11.
What the hell?
Told you.
I got a +3 and I got 16, so I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, you guys get yours up on deck. Throw out. I mean, sorry, Major. You have just a tiny bit, a little problem getting the meld with her. The one you have, Yusker. She's a. She seems. Oh, it seems to be like a female, kind of, sort of, just the way it thinks. So it kind of jives with you pretty well. I think might be the reason why Fisk gave you that one. And you kind of have a little battle wheel there for a second, but finally she comes up on the deck, comes over to you. You guys kind of lock eyes for a second, and then she seems to bow just a tiny bit to you. Sandra or Ansgar, of course, Arctic Wind. He pops up, lands right in front of you, and just kind of sits there and waits. So Jander, you got Jussic, right? So Jussic is the one that's all shiny and stuff. He kind of pops up and lands right in front of you, almost crashing into you just a little bit.
Great, I got the clumsy one.
Right. I think it was more of like he was just a little excited. So Talon, he pops up, and Sorden, you tell him, I guess, how and where you want him to go, and he comes down, lands, and he just, the way he stands is like all the time is like as if he's just ready to pounce, kind of, sort of like how roosters kind of lower themselves down right before they jump up and hit somebody with their spur. You don't want Jessic?
Oh no, that's fine. It's just responding to a different question.
Oh, okay. Okay, so and Fisk, he's gonna take Jakar. Fuck, I forgot what it is. I forgot what I said about Jakar. Shit. So I'm gonna get old. Okay, so he says, okay, we're gonna take off. I want you guys to stay in the kind of a formation. He said, you should understand this since you're a cavalier. He points to Ansgar.
Yeah.
He says, kind of like in a flying V or an arrow point. He says, I'll lead, and you three or you four just kind of line up on either side of me in twos. And we'll go through some routines real quick, and then we'll be ready to go. Sound good?
Very well.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. So,
Fair enough.
you all jump on, mounts, connect yourself, everything. Make sure you have all your weapons and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I simply don't have ranged weapons other than had access. So I cannot go into ranged combat unless someone has a bow or something.
I've got a hand crossbow if you want it.
Well, there's bows and stuff up in the cabinets if you really want one. But
I don't know if I need one. I'm fine with my halberd if I can get within 10 feet.
yeah, you get this impression that Arctic wind will make sure you get to where you need to go fast, and then you can both fuck up whatever it is.
That's nice. It sounds like we're going to be a good team.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So you guys, you take off, and you tell the birds, you tell the eagles basically what you want to do, that you want to find a formation, and that Fisk and Jakar are going to be the point. And they all basically just kind of fall in line, and you guys really have no problems. So he practiced his banking left and right, gaining and dropping altitude. He tells you all to practice doing a dive and recovering from it. And he also tells you to tell the eagles to do a flip as if they're attacking something above them. And once he does that, the eagles flip on their back, and you can feel them like reaching out with their claw, with their hands and shit. Meanwhile, you're upside down, looking straight down at the ground. Just make sure you hold on to anything that could drop. And once that maneuver's done, they flip back over. And so that's about it. He says, you guys feel pretty confident now?
Yes.
I feel like I'm going to puke.
Certainly.
Okay. You good, Matt?
Yeah.
Confident enough to go into battle.
All right. So he says, okay, let me save this map and I'll get another map going so we can see what we're doing. Is everybody having a pretty easy time following what we're doing?
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Sort of.
so.
I'm just really fucking tired. So.
He
Okay.
just never stated what we're raiding or who we're raiding.
He's about to tell you guys right now. He says, okay. He tells everybody kind of, he's got to scream it basically over the wind. He says, we're going to raid Malphastus's castle. We're trying to find out how his defenses are, what he has as far as troops around his castle. I don't know if you can call it really a castle or more of a stronghold. He says this is basically just a recon. He says, but if we have to go into battle, the Eagles will help you. They'll basically be your right hand. And we are not to get into a prolonged fight, if at all possible. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Because we just need to get in and out as quick as we can and back to the ship. So, need everybody to make a stealth roll for me. You will, Major, you'll have advantage. Talon, you'll have advantage. Thurgood will have an advantage. Jessic, sorry, you're just a little too shiny to get an advantage. But you'll just get your regular roll, okay? Jessic has other gifts in other areas. So. Let's see. Yeah, stealth.
I've got
Yeah, I got a
Oh.
17.
Okay.
12
You got a
disadvantage.
I got chainmail that jingle jingles.
You had advantage. Actually, well, I guess that would negate it. So you just have your first roll.
Yeah, my first roll was my worst roll.
Was it? Okay. Okay. Well,
That's too
Okay.
fucking bad for me.
yeah, kind of too bad for you, but it's okay. You're tough. So,
Yep.
no, it's good because they rolled bad. Anyways, so he says, "All right, we're heading in." He basically tells you, "Okay, I want you to show you quick. This is the top of the castle. Okay. You see there are guards, pairs of guards. Roaming around. Okay. These two sections are 20 feet higher than this section. Okay. There's a little square building right here, which he says he believes is stairs that head into the castle itself, along with this one right here, and along with this one right here. Okay. Past that, he says once you get down there, what he wants everybody to do is to make a pass first to make sure that that's all that's right here. Okay. And then he says, what we're going to do is we're all going to land on one area, one of these sections or whatever. And we'll take the guards out, and then we're going to head inside and see what we can see. And then we'll go from there. Everybody got that?
Yep.
Can we see what the guards are racially?
Yeah. So, roll me a perception roll, if you will.
Disadvantage because it's dark.
All right, don't you have? Yeah, I guess it would be. Let me see. I'm gonna give you guys a percentage if there's moonlight out or not. Which,
You did pretty damn good either way. She's still got a 17, even if
Okay.
it's with disadvantage.
that's not bad. I lost a die. Where'd you go, Mr. Die? Oh, there you are. All right. So there's a little bit of moonlight out, so it's not too bad. So you see what's on here. Okay. These are the guards that you guys do see. All right. There's 2, 4, 6. There's 12 on top. Okay. They're roaming. These guards, they move this way. These guards are moving that way. These ones are moving this way, and these ones are moving that way. These are moving this way, and these are moving that way. So you'll decide which spot you want to snatch and grab at.
Why don't we go with the right hand tower first? They're at least moving away from each other.
Is that what you guys are going to do as a group?
Yep.
Okay.
What are we gonna do?
So
Right
you guys are going
hand
to
tower first.
what you can do is you're going to come in, you're going to take the guards out, all right, and then you're going to head inside from there.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So you have options of how you want to attack these guys. Okay. You could dive bomb them with the eagles, 4 at a time. Okay. Or you could just fly by, jump off, and then start attacking them? Or that's the two options that I see so far, unless you guys have something.
Are they orcs or goblins?
These are all orcs.
Excellent. So, Aja would rather jump off.
Okay.
I think I would make a dive bomb attack and then have Arctic, yeah, what was it? Arctic wind.
Yeah.
Fly like a little bit further with me, but I would stay on its back, but we would land but on its back and just have a mounted combat.
Okay. Jander?
I would like to fly in from the north side of the tower in a sort of a dive bomb motion and see if I can not just completely knock one of them off the top of the building. On the lower side.
One of these guys over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to number them. And everybody tell me which one that they're going for. So,
yeah, I'll go for number 3.
Okay.
2.
I'll go for 1.
All right. All right, Sandy, you get number 4, okay?
Sure.
So both of you two, Jander and you, both want to dive bomb, which actually works out. So you both can dive bomb these guys at the same time. And then the other two, you guys said you wanted to jump off, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. So here we go. So I need... All right, so you guys already did your stealth rolls. Let me make opposing stealth checks for them. Okay, so I'm going to have number 1. You're going to go first, okay? So give me an initiative roll too, guys. Bad guys, their initiative is going to be at 10. 10/14.
And 14.
Yeah. Well,
I got you,
their
buddy.
dex is 14.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the map in a second.
Gander 14. 15. Oh, got it. What's your character's name, Matt?
Which Matt?
I
Sordin.
know. Yeah, but.
Got Jander and Sordin. There you go.
I know Jander. I've played with him.
Okay.
We have Maja, Sordin, Ansgar, Jander, and did I forget anyone? No, that's it, right?
Got the orcs?
Yeah, bad guys.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. All right, there we go. So, I guess we'll go with initiative order. So, Maja, you're up first.
All right. So she's attacking number 2. First attack is going to be a 22 to hit.
All right. Are you flying down and jumping off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you want to do with the eagle after you jump off of her? Is she just going to have her flying around, or is she going to land?
I'll have her land.
Okay. So what I'm going to do... Okay. Sordan, I'm gonna put you as blue. Ansgar, I'm gonna put you as. I'll do this red, right? Actually, no. Put you as purple. Jander, I'm gonna put you as gray. And orcs, I'm gonna make them normal red. Okay. So Masia, you jump down right here in front of number 2, and your eagle is gonna be right next to you, right there.
Sounds good.
Okay. 22 will hit.
All right, let me do the damage for that. It's a D6. 6. Chapo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you completely stuttered out. We had no idea what you said.
Oh, sorry about that. 10 damage.
Oh, okay. He falls. He's dead. Take him out.
Sweet. I'll turn to number 1, and I will attack him with my offhand.
Okay.
And that's going to make...
Yeah, that's going to miss. All right. And your eagle.
Attack number 1, sure.
Yeah. They'll get one attack, okay? They either get a claw attack or a beak attack. Claw attacks will be a
Bite him in the
+5.
ass.
Yeah, the beak attack will actually be a +7. Okay. Beak attacks do D12.
Bite him in the ass is even better.
And the claw attack does in D8.
All right. So beak attack is at a +7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. That's a 25.
Okay, so you definitely tag.
And ghetto crit max damage. 12 plus whatever.
It's D12 +2 per beak attack.
So that's 14 damage.
All right, so he had Thorogood, right? Or who'd you have?
I had Usker.
Okay. Yeah, so Usker rips his face off of him. So Sordin, your turn. You see Maja jumps down, stabs one, misses it, and then see Usker walks over and just rips his face off of the other one. And you land, and you have no enemies.
I'm not going to land.
Are you not going to land? Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm just going to go over to the other enemy because there's no point in me being there. That's handled.
All right. So, which one of these two do you want to go for?
I'm going to go for 4.
Okay. So you fly over here. You still going to jump off, or?
Yeah.
All right.
So
you jump off right there.
And I missed. I rolled an 8.
All right. So you do miss. What do you want your eagle to do?
Eagle can attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna have your eagle fly like this, come around and do an attack flyby. Okay. So beak attack is +7. Claw attack is a +5.
Yeah. I rolled another 2, so I got a 9 on the eagle.
Okay, so you and the eagle. All right, so she flies by. Okay, Ansgar.
All right, so he's gonna pull out his halberd, and he has this positioning as if he was gonna let out a battle cry, but he's like trying to be real quiet about it. He's not letting out a battle cry, but it looks looks like it. And he's gonna
Okay.
he's gonna swing his halberd at the orc number 4, where
Okay.
he's coming in with Arctic wind, and he's doing this from 10-foot reach, so he can fly by without having like or causing AOs.
Did you say you wanted to do a dive bomb, right?
Yeah,
All right. So you're gonna get an extra 2 damage for that.
cool. So and with the halberd, that's gonna be a modified 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. And this orc is going to take. Oh, of course. Oh no, I have great weapon fighter. I can re-roll. Yes.
Reroll, reroll.
Oh no, that's only on X though. That's no, on great swords. That doesn't. Halberd is not a
Any-
great
any-
weapon, is it?
Any
Any
heavy
two-handed weapon.
Oh, then I can re-roll that. That's awesome. Yeah, awesome. So that's gonna be 10 slashing damage from the halberd.
Is that with the extra 2?
Hells
That's
yeah.
with the extra 2. It's just a D10, and I rolled a 5. So 10 damage from the halberd, and
Okay, he dies.
oh, okay. And then like we still have movement, so I would move to the other one. I can use my bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite side of my halberd, and deal bludgeoning damage. And that's what I'm gonna do with Arctic Wind, like slashing this one arc down.
you
going.
just get the 1 attack. Because
No,
you're
that's my
doing a
bonus
dive bomb.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You dive bombed him, and basically you just kind of flew past him. You hit him. He flew off the building, but you're just kind of flying this way and coming back around.
Then we're gonna land like 15 feet away from the orc that is still standing number 3. Yep, right there, 15 feet. Just and like with this halberd pointed at him, trying to taunt him, sort of like, "Come at me, bro."
All right. Then it'll be Jander's turn.
Yep.
All right, so I want the eagle to fly down like dive bomb and just make a claw attack and see if you can just rip him off the side of the building.
Okay.
There's also a shove as an attack.
I'm sorry?
You can do a shove. So you're basically
Yeah.
just pushing him.
Yeah, so it'll be what? Your strength versus his?
it'd be opposing athletics.
Okay. Well, the Eagle got awesome athletics. The Eagle has a +6 to athletics.
All right, so that would be an 18.
All right. He's going to try and make one opposing. And he is not going to make that. All right, so you shove him off. You do flyby, and he just kind of like, actually, tell me how you want to do this.
I would just like just to dive bomb down into him, grab him by his shoulders, pick him up, and just slinging him off the edge of the castle.
Okay. Yeah, so
Not
you
the
roll
most
down.
stealthy way to do things, but still entertaining.
Yeah, so yeah, he goes down. He dies from impact. And you're able to fly back around here and land here on top. You can land right next to Ansgar and Arctic. All right, so you are all on top here. I think Matt, you're still flying, right?
No, I'm not.
No, did you do? Okay, so you know that. All right. Okay, you guys ready to go inside?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hells yeah.
Can we take the mounts with us?
I think they're a little bit too big to fit into the doorway, actually.
All right.
Plus, somebody's got to watch the exit. Six. Okay, so you guys head down inside. Here's the stairwell right here. You come down to the next level. You guys not carrying, or are you guys being stealthy, or what you guys want to do?
Stealthy is not the Ansgar way, so he's not going to be stealthy.
Okay, so are you screaming all the way down?
No, but I'm just not trying to stealth
Okay.
in my fucking heavy armor. I'm like, yeah, this is looking stupid, and this is a cowboy. I'm just walking.
And I just got double 21s on my stealth.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're a super sneaky squirrel guy.
In heavy armor.
Heavy armor. And he's just walking around with a bag of change, basically. What about the other two?
Yeah, I'll make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a 15.
Okay. Not bad.
26.
All right. We got a ninja. Okay, so you all four. The stairs keep going down another level, or you can come out on this level. What do you guys want to do?
Maja's gonna come out on this level, see what's there.
Okay. So you step out the door here, and you see a group of orcs sitting at a table eating. They don't seem to really care about the noise. They think they hear it outside. They're probably just like, nah, some stupid shit or whatever. But you see those 6 there, and on this other side of here, you see there's a wall right there. You're not sure where it goes, but it's just a wall here. But you see these 6 orcs here.
So Maja will kind of take a quick glance back in, and then hold up 6 fingers
Okay.
and see what everybody wants to do. What the general consensus is. She's ready to fight, but 6-on-1's a little much.
Are we in the mountain range to the east or to the south of Illumina? To the north.
You're north of Mawson.
Okay. Yeah, so we're at 50%.
50%. Woohoo!
And I got the list if you want to use magic.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, for Janet, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Maja's going to take everyone's non-answer to her noting that there are 6 there as a yes. And she's going to jump out and attack the first one she can find.
Okay.
I would say the one closest to the stairs.
So that would be this one right here.
Yep, that one right there.
All right. So you jump out. They are unawares, and you caught them by surprise.
Which is good because my first roll was a 5. The second one was 25 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's going to be 10 damage.
All right. He goes
That
down.
one's still up?
Oh,
Excellent. The one to his right? No, his left. The bigger blob.
Mhm.
And she'll attack that one. And that's an 11 to hit.
that'll hit.
Oh, shit.
They're chilling. They don't have
And
armor
that's going to
on.
be 8 damage.
All right. You hit him. He's still up. He's hurting now.
So you attack the one to your left.
Yeah. So this guy's done.
Yeah, she should be standing right below that guy.
Yeah. She He's
I-
now half a blob. Or a quarter blob. He's almost.
okay.
So
Then
I'm gonna move this over here.
okay.
Solden.
Then I'm gonna stand between the two blobs.
There?
Yeah. And I'm going to attack the fresh one. With a 10.
That'll hit.
I did 11 points of damage.
He goes down.
Okay. That's my turn. First level fighters can only hit something. That's their only thing they can do.
All right, where's my point? Where's my dot? Where am I coming from? I'll just
stairs.
walk straight in there and cleave the shit out of the people. Because they're bad, right? That's what we were told.
They're all bad. Yes.
All right, I'll just go in there and cleave the shit out of them with my halberd.
All right.
I'll do it all over the table. I don't even have to go around the table. I'll just smack them in the face.
I'll move right here.
Yep.
All
Just
right.
smack them over the face.
You could smack actually any of them.
Yep. And that's a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this guy gets out of nowhere comes this fucking halberd sheath into his face with 7 slashing damage.
All right. Which one of these are you smacking?
The one
This
that's
one?
opposite of me right now.
This one?
No, the other one on the other side. Yep, that one.
Okay.
Just across the table, giving him like a big fork to eat. Or a big knife, rather. All right, and I'm going to use my bonus action to hit him with the opposite side of my halberd, just like knock him in like the Adam's apple, like underneath his throat.
All right. Roll to hit.
15.
That'll hit.
And he takes from the backside. Oh, max damage 7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Oh, yeah!
So he goes down.
All right, who wants some more? And he's like standing there ready with his halberd, and that's his turn.
All right. Jander, you come in to this bloody fucking orc mess here now. You're right here at the. Where do you want to go?
I'll just stay right there and I'll take a shot with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
Now, these two are fresh, and this one has damage done to him already.
All right, I'll hit the one that's damaged.
Okay.
That's going to be 8 points of damage.
All right. He drops. Okay. All right. Surprise round is over. Masia, your turn. Top of the round.
She'll up on the table and stab the one, the leftmost one.
Okay. Roll a hit.
That's going to be a 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that's only going to be 4, 5, 7 damage.
Okay.
And then same one, offhand attack, is a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yep.
All right. So you go in to attack him, but you fall in between the two tables here. Okay. And you're it's going to take you all your movement next round to extricate yourself out of that hole. Because the tables are like pretty close. Even for you, it'll take you a little bit to get out. All right.
Got it. All right.
All right. Sorden.
And good times. I'm prone right in front of an enemy. That's a great thing.
Oh, yes.
I am going to stand on the table where she just was.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the one in front of me
Okay.
with a 16
Now hit.
for 11 points of slashing.
All right. He goes down. He is no longer in harm's way. All right. If you are done, it'll be Ansgar's turn.
All right, so he's just gonna take one step to the left and look at the other one on the table, and he's like, "That's right, boy, I'm coming for you," and like take his halberd and just give him the big knife. But I think a 14 is going to miss.
That'll hit.
Oh wow! So
They don't have any armor. They're just in there eating in loincloths.
well, that's still fucking bad for them. That's 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, he goes down. Okay, so you guys make piecemeal out of these 6 orcs that are right here. Sorden, you, if you want, you can help her get up out of the hole there. Make me a perception roll. Or anybody here.
Anyone? Okay.
That's going to be a 20 for me.
Okay.
25.
24.
All right. So, yeah, you three, you can hear some yelling in Orcish. I don't know if you guys can, who reads Orc or can understand Orc in here.
Baja knows it.
Okay, so you can hear them yelling, "We're under attack." In the East Wing. I seen them myself. They came in. There's 30 of them. Like they killed the 6 that were in there. He's like, "Get in your gear, make it fast." You're like, and they're like, "We don't have time. We need to go now." And they're sitting there arguing like, like stupid ass orcs. On what they should do.
So Maja's gonna say, "They're confused. Now's the time to attack," and she's gonna run into the room.
Okay, so Maja, you run into the room right here. And basically this is a barracks. Okay. Yeah.
You know, I'm suddenly thinking maybe I should have made her a barbarian.
You can always multi-class her.
No, I'm just saying that,
Overall?
the bloodthirsty behavior is kind of.
Yeah, well, this is her favorite enemy, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
That's not a bad thing. Just means she's doing
Goblins
what
and
she's
orcs.
You know what else is not a bad thing? Pie. Pie is not a bad thing.
You got pie?
Pie.
No, but I wish I did.
I wish I had pie too. But I had banana pudding. Shit's good too.
Oh, waffles.
Are we talking about food? Damn it.
I could go for a
Muffins.
burrito too. Anything really.
Okay, so obviously there's 21 bunks in here.
21.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll D20 and add 1. See how many you guys
Awesome.
get.
That's spectacular.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Don't
So
tell me you created.
no, I got 17.
That's awesome.
Oh. I am a protection fighter, so
All right. They are occupied with the red dot. That is who is in there.
Occupied.
Oh!
You got orc pie. So, Mrs. Maja, you run into the room and there's 17 orcs arguing about what the fuck they should do. As well, excuse me.
Get stabbed.
17 of them or 16 of them are still in beds, kind of sort of in beds. One of them is actually like standing like right here. He's the one that's arguing with this one and that one and this one. And you come in running right behind this one, and there's this one right here. He's like, "Oh fuck!" And that guy right there, and he's like, Wait a minute, she's right there!" And then that's the beginning of this round. We're gonna keep the same initiative though.
Excellent. She's going to go to the one that saw her first, since he's laying in.
This one,
She's going
Okay.
to stab him. Yep. And that's going to be a 16 to hit.
that'll hit.
The 3, 7, 9 damage.
Okay.
And he's still up.
Yeah, he's still.
Yeah, she'll just go ahead and attack him again.
Okay.
And that's going to be 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Yeah,
and
that'll
another 9 damage.
Okay. He goes down.
it's not until you're fighting style at second level you get to add your modifier on your offhand. The feat
What?
just allows you to use non-light weapon.
I'm so
Rangers, you have
sorry, I
window.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I've been doing that the whole time.
Yeah.
So,
I don't really
Chapo,
care. You're good.
I forgot. I'm
You're
sorry.
good. I didn't care.
I'll fix it for now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. When
I
you
always
did.
get that confused.
It's
The feet and the fighting style mixed up together. I'm sorry.
It's not a big problem.
So yeah, in that case, it would be 5 damage for the offhand weapon.
He still would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
So he is no longer there. He's just a puddle now, where he pissed and shit on himself, and now he's.
And then she's going to, in Orcish, she's going to say, "Stay in your beds before I execute you all."
Okay, are you trying to intimidate him?
Hell's yeah, I'm trying to intimidate
right,
them.
so roll
There's
your-
16 of them left.
Roll your intimidation.
That's a 16 17 total.
17 total. Okay.
Yeah, I got a good roll.
Orcs don't usually have good insight, so you could beat them.
Let's find out. Let me see. Where's insight off of his wisdom?
Yep.
That's not good for them. So you got a 17?
Yeah.
Okay. They got a 10 for the group. So they're really intimidated because you just kill the fuck out of that guy, and they have no armor or no weapons in their hands at the moment. And this one turns around and he's like, okay. He puts his hands up, and the rest of them put their hands up. And that's the end of your turn. So, Sordin, your turn.
I'm going to enter the room,
Okay.
and they're all surrendering.
They're all surrendering to her.
I'm going to stand by her.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you're going to do for your round?
Yeah. Oh, he's not going to attack the surrender then.
Okay. Ansgar. So, what are you going to do? Sandra.
Oh shit, I was muted. God damn it. So I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna stand right next to Maja, and I'm gonna hold my action to see if there's any like next to her underneath, like rather under. She's a
Right here?
green dot, right? Yep. So and hold my action if anyone comes like is hostile towards her or makes the attempt to attack her. That's why I hold my action for to
Okay.
attack.
All right. So, Jander, you walk in the room, and these three are standing there, and these 16 orcs are surrendering to them. What do you want to do? You're just walking in the room. You're like right here.
Yeah, I just ready my hand crossbow and see what's going on.
Okay. You going to stay right here in this spot, or?
Well, that's kind of my whole movement to get there. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So, orcs, on their turn, are going to see if they're still intimidated or not. Which they're actually more intimidated now. So, Maja, you have the floor.
Okay, so I'm going to look over to my group and say, let's move them up to the roof. We'll let the eagles guard them, and then we can go about our business. And then I'll turn to the orcs and say, 3 at a time, march up the stairs to the roof.
What if they notify the other guards that are up there?
We have to wait and see.
Then they get shoved up. Then they get shoved off the roof and die.
Okay. So,
And I'll make sure that they know as they. I'll. Do I want to escort them up the stairs? Yeah, she'll escort them up the stairs herself. And as they go up there, she'll say, "If you make too much noise, the first action will be for you to die." And then she'll line them up along the wall.
all right. So, they come out here. I'm going to say the eagles are where they are now, where these dots are. And these 16 orcs march out. And they line up. Like that. And the eagles stand by. Like that. And they come out and they see the eagles and they get wide-eyed. And they're still intimidated.
So she idea, and they shove you off, and you can splatter like that guy over there, and she'll lead one of the orcs over to the edge to look down to where the guy splattered off the roof.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know which one it was, but one of them will walk over and he's like, "Oh, that's Ugug. He was tough." And they look around and they see the other bodies of the other 3 just slashed and hacked and shit. One of them's got his face torn off, and that really kind of freaks him out a little bit. Okay, so you do that, and then you run him back down.
Right before she heads back down, Maja will say in Orcish to her eagle, "I know you're hungry, honey, but just wait until we get back. Feel free to eat away." And then she'll go downstairs.
Okay, so it walks over and starts like ripping the dead orc apart. Because it's not hungry, but it gets what you're saying, and it just starts ripping the dead orc apart. So, minus the orcs in here, what do you guys want to do?
Freaking clear out the rest of this house and then get home.
Go to the west side to see what's over there.
East side. Sorry.
West side.
Okay.
Stupid.
What's on the other side of the partition on the east side, real quick?
Over here?
There's the wall. Yeah.
You find a storeroom and a cook over here.
Rusty.
He doesn't give you any problems. He's just some fat orc. I can barely move, but he got like a huge cauldron that's boiling over here, and he just looks like a bunch of different types of like meat and shit that he boils. But he doesn't give any problems or anything like that. Looks like there's a table set up right here, and the cauldron is right here. Huge ass cauldron or whatever. And then there's like a stove there, and there's a bunch of boxes here and shit, or crates filled with different foods and stuff and meat hanging off the wall here. It's a kitchen basically.
Okay.
So you're able to kick him upstairs, and fucking he runs up there and stands like right here, breathing really hard. So, Sorden, it'll be your turn.
Yeah.
Basically. What do you want to
do? Go to the west building connection thing here.
Okay. So you walk right there. Door is closed. And you'll have to open it up.
Yeah. I'll open it.
Okay. So you open it up. And you see in here that, of course, there's a set of stairs, just like on the other side there. Just like that. You see there's a small wall here. And you can see that there's a partition in that wall, that room right there, like that. And same thing for right here. And then you see wall there, and you can see the beginning of a wall right over here. That, and then you see another one right over here. So if you had to guess, it looks like there's just more rooms, because there's like a piece of cloth that covers this. The entrance is over here, like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
But you don't see anything moving. All these doorways are blocked by cloth.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I do.
Okay. Ansgar, what do you want to do?
Was there anything of interest in this room?
I mean,
He sort of yells over there.
which one? Over here?
Yeah.
Or what's in these rooms? He can't tell. All he can tell you is that there's 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 6 doorways, and they're all covered with cloth.
So
And as you yell that, you hear this, "What? Who's there?"
all right, there's something interesting going on there, and he will go all the way up, like 30 feet, and hold his action to attack the next hostile creature.
Okay.
If it comes out.
All right. You want to just do regular attack? I mean, regular move, or you want to dash forward?
Yeah, I cannot hold my action then anymore, so I'll just hold my action. Maybe something runs out, you know. I don't fucking know. So nope.
Something
I'll
runs
just-
out, they'll attack me first.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll
You gonna
just
dash?
sure I'll dash. I'll dash.
I'll put you about right there.
That's my turn.
Okay. Janitor, what you want to do, man?
I'm going to take the dash action and try to get all the way across the room.
Okay. What's your move?
My regular movement's 30 feet.
You're right there. Okay. Orc's turn. Matt or Sordin, you're standing right there. You hear the voice, and you see a pretty big orc step out of this door and out of that door. This door over here. He's like, "Huh? Everybody wake up!" And then, like, another one steps out of the door here, and another one steps out of the door here, and another one there. And these are in actually armor, and they've got weapons in their hand, and they seem to be a little bit more competent than the peons that were over here. You can see this one right here has got rank, kind of, sort of, on his shoulder. And that one does too, and they all seem to have some kind of like rank on them.
Okay.
So that's what they do for their turn. They come out the rooms. And so it'd be Mage's turn.
Yeah.
I didn't catch what you said, buddy.
Can she see the orc from where she is?
Can she hear him?
See him.
She can see these two, kind of a tiny bit of difficulty, but she could see him.
Okay, so can I stow my short swords and draw my bow?
Yeah.
And then move forward and shoot?
Okay. I'll say that your bonus action is used up by pulling all that out and putting the other stuff away.
Sounds fair.
All right. So you move forward. It's 30 feet, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Okay. All right. Make your attack roll.
And it's 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's going to be 7, 4 is 11, plus 2 is 13 damage.
Okay. All right. You tag him. He does not go down, but you tag him.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So it'll be Sword in your turn again.
I am going to take a step to my right. Not right, left. Down.
Okay. Right here.
Yes. And I'm going to prepare an action to attack the first thing that comes through that door.
Okay. Ansgar.
All right, so he's gonna move forward, and he's gonna look into this room, like right here, and stand like 10 feet away from the first dude that he can see,
That's about right there.
and he's gonna attack him with his halberd.
Okay. Go ahead and attack.
And that's 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and he is going to get. Where's my D10? There we go.
I don't know.
Ooh, 12 slashing damage from the halberd.
Okay.
And bonus action, I'm going to use that backside. Actually, no. I'm going to use my unwavering mark on this creature. So after I hit this creature with a melee attack, this mark creature has disadvantage to hit anyone else but me until the end of my next turn. So it basically has to attack me, otherwise I get a special attack. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use my bonus action to attack it with the backside of my halberd with a 24 to hit.
Okay. The other thing, was it a bonus action?
No, that's just after a melee hit, I can just determine that. I don't think that takes up like a whole. Well, it just says when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can mark the creature until the end of your next turn. This effect ends early. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't give you like an action.
Okay,
thing.
you're fine. All right, you're fine.
Yep. And from that, he takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, what was it to hit?
24.
Okay, yeah. So you take 6. All right.
And yeah, from that one, he takes 6 bludgeoning damage, and I kind of mark him like, you will be my next one. And that's my turn.
Okay. Jander.
I'm going to move into the room in front of Ansgar. And I'm going to attack the one that's in the square to... Yeah, that one.
Okay. This guy has been taking damage the whole time, by the way.
23 to hit.
Did you say 23?
23.
Yeah, that does hit him.
All right, that's going to be for 9 points of damage. Piercing.
Okay. All right. He's still up. He looks really bad, but he's up. That all you got?
That's all I can do without casting some magic, so we'll just hang out for a little while.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So, kind of puts you in a bad spot. But okay, so this guy, this one right here, is going to attack you twice.
Who?
This guy right here is going to attack Jander because Jander was the first guy.
He's going to attack at disadvantage then.
Because
Of my because of my unwavering mark. He has to attack me and every other until my turn. He has disadvantage to attack anything else.
So attacking the Jander, which is going to miss. And next attack for Jander is a 23 to hit.
That's still a miss.
Damn.
My AC is 24 with my shield.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So he goes. He misses. This guy moves over here.
I'm going to get my attack of opportunity because it goes because of my...
Right. You'll go after he gets his turn, and then you can attack.
Oh, I thought my reaction goes first. Okay. because he moves in my range.
You're reacting to him.
Yep, moving within 10 feet.
Right.
So
He's going to attack, and then
Okay.
you get your reaction. Okay.
Sure.
So he's going to attack Jander. Once. Oh, he rolled a 1. Hell yeah. Let me see if he hits him. Woo! He hits his buddy. Yes, he does. All right, so he rolled a nat 1. And he swings for Jander. Jander slightly moves his body back, and it collides with the orc right here. And he's dead because his minimal damage takes him out. And he crunches that dude in the face, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He rips it out, and he's like, "Well, ah!" And he attacks Jander coming back the other way. Oh, that's the D12. Wrong one. And that's going to miss because that's a 12 to hit. And he misses, and he's like, "Fuck!" And he's really pissed. I think he's more pissed that he missed than that he killed his buddy.
All right, so he's gonna.
Yeah, you get your attack on the guy. Go ahead.
I rolled a 23 to hit, like in
That'll
total
hit
with
him.
my bonus. Okay, so he's gonna take 11. No, not 11. Sorry, I got +3. 9 slashing damage from my halberd
Okay.
cleaving into his face. And that is my one reaction for this turn.
All right. So this guy runs over here. This guy here runs there, and that guy runs there. So 6 attacks for Jander. First one. It's gonna miss. Next one. 21 is gonna miss. That's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. That's gonna miss.
Sorry about that.
That's gonna miss. Damn, I want to be Jander. Holy fuck. That's good shit though. That's awesome. These guys are just like they're just like they're just whiffing left and right. Great job. All right, so orcs are done. Major, your turn.
Oh, no, that's good.
Good
So 30 feet forward.
Right there.
And then can I catch the one in the corner?
With the narrow? Yeah, you can get him
Yeah.
or that guy. One of those two.
Which is the one that I already tagged already? Or is that one
He's
dead?
He's dead.
The one in the corner,
Ah.
Ansgar got with a thrust already, so it's weakened.
Okay.
The one north of
All right.
Jander.
Sorry, I was
Okay.
on it.
So I'll go after the one that's been weakened already.
Okay.
And that's going to be a hit.
I didn't catch that.
11 to hit.
Oh, that'll miss.
Okay.
These guys have their armor and all their shit.
Right. Yeah. No worries. And then with that, she's going to put her bow away. And draw her short swords, melee.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
All right. Sorden.
I'm going to be ballsy, and I'm going to move in that open space beside the weakened guy in the middle.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right. You're going to take AOs from these two guys. If you do that. You still want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said I was going to be ballsy, because I do everything.
Okay. So first guy. That's going to be a 13, which misses, right?
Yeah. Thanks to Jandar, I got a 19 AC.
All right. The next one is an 11. They rolled shitty to hit you, so they're like, okay.
Yeah.
You move there, and you have your attack.
Okay, I'm going to attack the weakened one with my longsword with a 13.
Is a miss.
Yeah.
He's got plate mail on.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be Ansgar's turn. Ansgar, you can reach. Actually, all of them.
All of
So,
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just smack the one that I just hit with my attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And yeah, I assume a 9 is not gonna hit.
No.
So I'm gonna try, and I think that only works. No, when I
Okay.
took the attack action, I can still try to hit him with the blunt end of my weapon. So I'll try to, as my bonus action, try to hit him at least with the
Okay.
backside. And that's a 16 to hit.
That'll miss.
All right, so then I'm whiffing this part, and I'll just look at my halberd and say, I must be doing something wrong. And that's my turn.
All right. Jander, the beast.
All right, so I'm going to attack the one that's due north of me.
Okay.
That's going to be, let's see, +4. That's going to be 13 to hit.
That's going to miss.
All right.
These guys is 18. Their ACs are 18s because they have plate mail on, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're going to use magic, now would be the time.
Yeah. Sure.
Do you have spiritual weapon?
No. Yeah, I'll hold off on the magic.
Okay. That's cool. All right. Their turn. Okay, so this guy right here is going to attack Ansgar. First
He
attack.
has disadvantage.
All right, he still misses on that
Why
one.
does he have disadvantage?
Because I'm imposing disadvantage with my protective style.
Oh, cool.
He's going to attack Ansgar, and then he's going to attack Jander.
17 is your number.
Yeah, he misses both those attacks. This guy right here is going to attack once against Sorden. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
He hits.
Okay.
If he rolls good, he can drop me.
Don't worry, you won't stay down long.
All right, he does 15 points of damage.
He drops me.
All right, he gets lucky break, and he's like, ha! And then he attacks Jander with a nat 20. Ouch. That's going to hurt. 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's his turn. One below him attacks Jander because that's all we can do. For 19, that misses. Next one is going to miss. One directly below you attacks 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. He does 5 points of damage. Next attack, he's going to miss. Okay. Major, your turn.
All right, so can I get in there and attack in melee? Is there room for me to be in there and attack?
You can run
Do
through
melee attack.
this area right here and get where Sorden is at the moment, and then you would be able to attack these two. Other than that, that's really the only option you have to get in there. Because if you get right here, you really can't because the wall's there. And you really can't get to neither of them. So your best option at this point is...
She'll stand over Sorden's body.
Huh?
She'll stand over Sorden's body and defend him with her life.
Okay. All right, so if you do that, you're going to get an AOO from these two guys.
That's fine.
Okay. So, first attack. It's going to be a 13 to hit. Next one is
That's
a
a miss.
1. Oh, hell yeah. Let's see if he hits his buddy.
Come
And he
on, hit your
does. He hits his fucking buddy.
buddy.
This is the same guy that hit his buddy last time, too.
Stupid.
So this guy right here tags this guy right here as he's trying to fucking swing for you and does fucking 12 points of damage to that guy. But what a malarkey.
What a
All right.
maroon.
Yeah. You ain't heard that shit in a while. All right.
Yeah.
So, Major, you go ahead and get your attacks.
So which one? The one below me or the one to my right?
One to your
Right.
right has had damage so far. Actually, no. Both
The
of these have had damage. This one right here currently has the most damage because this guy tagged him.
Okay,
These
so
two they're both hurt.
I don't know. The one guy seems to be working for us, so I'm going to attack the guy.
Okay.
That's 22 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that's going to be 10 damage.
Good job. All right. You tag him. He's still up.
Okay. And that's going to be and that's my turn.
Didn't hear what you got less than 18 on your opposite.
The second attack was a 10 to hit, and
yeah,
so that's
gonna
my
miss.
turn.
All right. Sorden, you're
I got a 13.
all right. So you saved 1. All right. Ansgar.
Yeah, I cannot do much unless
You can
Yeah.
attack.
no, like for Sander.
Oh yeah.
Sorden, sorry. I'm gonna attack then. I'm gonna hit the guy to the right that is just being retarded and attacks his friends. With a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. And he's gonna take that is 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And if he's not down, I'm gonna use my bonus action to
Yeah, he's not down.
Okay, but that will hit too. I rolled a 9. That will miss, sorry. I rolled a 9. So the blunt side just misses, like whiffs his head because I don't want to hit Maja.
Okay.
Yep. That's my turn.
All right. Gender.
Okay, we're going to play with some magic. As my action, I'd like to cast Toll the Dead on the one that's directly in front of me to the west.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
They need to make a wisdom saving throw
Yeah, that's fine.
of 14. You have to beat a 14.
All right. He didn't make it.
What's
All
your
right.
D100?
My D100 is 60.
Oh, you're good.
All right. He takes 16 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
And as a bonus action, because, we're going to have a little fun, I'm going to cast Healing Word at a 3rd level on Sorden, which that's going to be a 55 on my D100.
Still good.
All right.
Close, but still good.
He gets back 14 hit points.
That's his max HP. So you hit the number right on the dot.
Excellent.
So you just stand up. No. Sorry.
It's
You
basically
stand up.
14 to 0, back to 14.
Yeah. All right. What else you got, Gender?
That's it.
Okay. Orc's turn. So the orc has been working for us. He is going to. Oh, he's got to pick where he wants to attack because he has all of you guys there. So All right, he's going to attack Jander. That's going to miss. Next attack is going to attack Jander again. That's also going to miss. The one right here is going to attack Maisha. Attacks you with a 24.
That'll hit.
And that does 13 points of damage.
That's exactly my HP. I'm at 0.
All right, you drop. All right. This guy right here is going to attack Jander because that's all he can attack. Miss. Miss. And the guy right here, he attacks Ansgar. And he rolls a 23.
That's
That's going to be 16 points of damage. Next attack, same amount. And god damn it, another fucking 16 points of damage.
to me.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I drop.
Okay. Holy shit.
So how much damage did you do to her?
32.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're down?
That means I'm down. I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious.
Okay.
All right. Orcs are done. Maja's out. Sordin, you're back up.
Okay. I'm gonna.
This guy right here looks the worst out of these two.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up and get that guy that looked the worst.
Okay.
Oh, critical hit.
All right. If you do
That
more
is
than 11 points of
20.
damage,
That is 20 points of damage.
all right, he drops. He's done. All right, this guy dies. Okay.
Mhm.
That's your turn.
Yes.
All right, Ansgar, you're out. Jander.
All right. Let's. God, I'm gonna tempt fate again.
I have
Okay.
one death fail.
All right.
Okay.
So
This is why they invented mass healing word.
well, that's actually what I'm getting ready to cast.
And it's still a bonus action.
Oh
so,
yeah.
so you can cantrip for free.
Yeah. So, Toll the Dead on the one just north of me.
Okay. He rolled a 13.
That is a fail, so he takes 19 damage.
And
What was your...
Six.
Okay.
19.
All right. Mass Healing Word as a
All right.
bonus action.
This guy drops. Boop.
All right. Mass Healing Word is a bonus action. And 81 is my D100 roll. And everybody gets back 8 hit points of damage.
Hopefully not of damage, but hit
Well,
points.
hit points. You understand what I mean.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I'm alive, bitches. No. All right. You all done with your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So this guy here is going to attack Jander because he doesn't know that Ansgar is awake. And
Hell, even Ansgar doesn't know that he's awake.
yeah, he misses both his attacks. This guy right here sees Sordin over there, but he's just like, well, fuck it, I ain't gonna move. So he just attacks Jander. Rolls a 1. Hell yeah. Let's see if he's lucky. Nope, he sure isn't. All right. And the next attack is a 22, which I know that misses. All right. Back to the top of the round. Maija, you have 8 hit points back. You are awake again.
Excellent. So I'm gonna stand up, fucking pissed. Oh,
No.
knock down, bitch. Yep, that's exactly where she's going. And she's going to attack whoever looks the most injured.
Out of the 2, they haven't been touched yet. Actually.
Sweet. So the one directly below her.
Okay.
And that's going to be 25 to hit.
That'll
I
hit.
think that's like the most aggressive
Four.
ranger I've ever seen.
I don't know, Remus.
For 10 damage.
Well,
But-
you have
It
your
was a pretty...
you have your archery ranger, which is very calm, cool, and collected, and you have your dual wielding ranger, which is very much aggressive, in your face kind of person. So, yeah.
What's your roll for damage, Brendan? 10?
10. Yep.
All right. Your next attack?
And then offhand is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
4 damage.
Okay. Cool. All right. Sword, in your turn.
Okay. I'm going to store my sword,
You should
pull
be
out
able
my
to-
cross.
I'm going to
You
say
should
if
be
you
able to
want,
go
you
around
can
the,
step into the stairwell and attack this guy.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay.
I just barely hit with a 19 for 5 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. He takes 5. All right.
How damaged does he look?
That guy, right now, about. He seems to be starting to show it pretty good. He's
Yeah.
not. I would say he's probably still a little meaty, but
Yeah, okay.
he'd probably take about the same amount of damage. He could probably take about the same amount of damage again that he's taken already. Good
Okay.
three good hits.
Okay.
Ansgar.
I am going to try to attack the guy that's. I'm going to stand up because I dropped, and I'm going to
Uh-huh.
try to attack this guy. Yep, that one that's standing
Okay.
right there. And I think a 17 is going to miss, right?
It is.
Okay. Then I'm going to try to use my bonus action to hit it with the blunt side of my thing, and that's going to be a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
And it's gonna take not a lot, but a little bit 6 bludgeoning damage.
Not bad.
And that is a melee attack, melee hit. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my unwavering mark on it, and it's
Okay.
got disadvantage to hit anyone else but me until the end of my next turn. And I'm gonna step away 5 feet upwards. Actually, 10 feet upwards. Yeah, in the
Okay.
corner. Yep.
He really can't see you. So
He knows
doesn't
that I
really,
went there. Yep.
He
but
see
he-
you walk past once you're about right there, but
Yeah.
he really can't see you. All right. Jander.
Okay, so toll the dead on whichever one's the most damaged.
All right, this guy hasn't been touched yet. This guy has got pretty good amount of damage.
Well,
on
he just got touched.
All right, well, the one to the bottom left of me. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You got a 12.
All right, he fails. My D100 roll was 75. So he takes 15 points of necrotic damage.
You're like Throak, you just can't seem to fail.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for it to end catastrophically.
All right. You tag him. He's
Oh,
looking
come
pretty
on.
bad.
I failed once. Remember that fireball
Remember
that I was going to throw anyway?
remember the lightning bolt?
And And for future reference, should I go down, guys, I've got 6 healing potions in my backpack.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. These two guys. One of them is going. Well, actually, the one on the right is going to attack Jander.
At disadvantage.
Oh, well, that's good because he rolled a 1 with disadvantage. Woo! Let's see if he attacks his buddy. And he does. Nice.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does. Oh, he only does 6 points of damage to his buddy. But that's a good 6 points because he is very close to being fucking done. And his second attack, he's just like, fuck. Sorry, Ogug. He's like, I'm going to fucking kill you if you don't kill me first, goddammit. And he's like, well, fuck it. And he attacks his buddy. And then he tags his ass. He kills him. He's like, I ain't getting killed by you, you fucking moron. Kills that dude. And then he's like, oh, shit. And then he sees the 3 of you there. Oh, well. So, Major, your turn.
You can live or you can die. What's your choice?
He's like, I live. He drops his fucking axe. Actually, hold on. Let me read something real quick. Yeah, I read that real quick.
No problem.
No, actually, he's not going to. He's not one of those. This guy, he's just a cut above the rest of the orcs, and he's just like, fuck that. And
All right.
he's like, let's go. He's like, Adrian.
So 17's gonna miss,
Yep.
and then that's even worse. So she attacks at him, but
They just kind of cling off his plate mail, and he's like, ha ha. All right. Sword, your turn.
I'm going to move beside him and strike him.
Okay.
24 for 7.
All right. That'll hit and does damage. Okay. Jander. Oh, excuse me, Ansgar.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back in, move back in, and I'm gonna try to tag him with my halberd again. And a 16 is not gonna hit, so I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna use my second wind to restore HP.
You can
And
stay where you are. He still can't reach you.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah,
want to move
okay.
back.
Okay, no, fuck that guy. Yep, I'll stay where I am.
All right. Then it'll be Jander's turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to attack him. And it's going to be a 19 to hit.
That's going to hit.
And for 10 points of damage.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. He has that thing on him, right, where he gets disadvantage, or is it over?
Oh, that's over.
All right. So he is going to attack. Let's see. He attacks Sordon for 19.
He hits. He hit my AC.
Okay. He does 14 points of damage.
Again,
Drop.
that's my
All right.
that's my HP.
All right. He tags you. Next, he's going for Masia. He rolls a 23.
that hits.
All right. He does 9 points of damage.
Say it again.
9 points of damage.
You have 8.
Down she goes.
All right. So you two drop, and he's just like me, you, and a tall boy there. All right. Ansgar, your turn.
Well, he's gonna leash out again, and he's going to try to
That
To hit
was
him.
a 5.
on the death save.
Yeah.
So okay, so I rolled an 11, and I'm gonna use inspiration to re-roll the hit,
Okay.
and maybe I can modify 20.
That'll hit.
Cool. So with that, he's gonna take 11 slashing damage from the halberd.
Okay.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna try to use a blunt side again with an 8. That's gonna miss. And just for shits and giggles, because this is going to be the end game probably, I'm gonna action surge, and I'm gonna try to hit him again, and that's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
He'll take from that another 7 slashing damage. And I put my unwavering mark on him this time again. He attacks with disadvantage. And, yep, I basically move back. Like, one step back behind. Like, see you later, Jander.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Jander.
Okay, he's still up.
Oh yeah.
All right, so action. I'm going to cast Toll the Dead. He needs to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
He makes it.
He makes it. All right.
He
well,
rolled an 18, so yeah.
all right. So
you
my
gotta roll it.
was.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the D100 is what I
Yeah, I
wanted.
was about to say it's 53.
Hmm.
And all right. So bonus action. How many people are down right now? 2.
2.
All
But
right.
if you can finish off this fight in a couple of rounds, you can just heal us with potions.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm about to drop too.
All right. So bonus action, mass healing word. Everybody gets back 9 hit points.
Always good to have a cleric.
Always good to have a cleric.
Yuna doesn't know those spells. She just fucking blasts shit.
All right, that's my turn.
What was the D100 for the...
Oh, that was a
53.
well,
was
54 for the mass healing word.
yeah.
All right.
Still making it.
So everybody's back
Skinny
up
your
again,
teeth.
huh? All right. So Mage just stands back up. He's like, "Stay down," and he swings for her. Dirty 20 to hit.
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
That hit.
Okay.
Because it's not...
That's right.
Actually,
and
it's
stars.
still dirty 20 because he rolled a 17 on the other one. So
Damn it. That hits.
does 6 points of damage.
Ooh, you don't drop.
She'll take it and say, "Suck my balls."
Balls. Okay. Sword.
No, she says, "Suck my balls."
He's like, "I will. I'll eat them too." He don't give a shit. And let's see, he's gonna attack Jander this time. Rolls a 19. It comes out to a 25.
That is.
With disadvantage still, because it's still not Ansgar that he's attacking.
And I can make an opportunity attack from the ground because he did not attack me.
All right, that one's gonna be. So it
That
comes
I missed.
turns into a 17.
I rolled an 11.
All right, you missed.
Yeah, double 11s. Would have been
Alright.
great damage.
So get back up. You're back up. Your turn, Sordin.
No, it's Maju's turn.
I was using my
No,
reaction
I hit her earlier.
of Sentinel. I was using the
Yeah,
Sentinel.
but you only did 6 points of damage. She had 9 hit points. She's still up.
Oh shit! Well, my bad.
That's
I
why
thought
she
had
said suck
5.
my balls.
Okay.
That's why she said suck my balls.
Ah.
All right. So her, she'll grab her short swords, ready to go again. Oh, finally a crit.
Crit 1.
No, crit 20. I
The first
think.
one.
Otherwise, I would not fucking sing. God damn it.
Okay, so what's your max
That's
damage?
a nat 20, baby. So that's gonna be
12 plus modifier.
12 dex and plus 2 for her racial makes it 18 damage.
All right, tell me how you kill this dude.
So he said, I'm gonna eat your balls too. So she's gonna come, like she's gonna slash her short sword down. Looks like she's gonna miss, and then she just flips the tip up under his breastplate and jams it up into his heart. Cuts down with it so that his danglies fall, and then she's gonna jam them in his mouth and say, "Choke on that."
Okay. He chokes on it as he dies. All right. Combat is over for the time being. No, you guys, that was 5 Orogs that you guys faced at the end there. Those guys are
Nice.
they're challenge 2s versus challenge halves, which the orcs are. So yeah. Yeah, so you kill these dudes and you hear lots and lots and lots of fucking booted footsteps from above and below of this stairwell here. What do you guys want to do?
It's fun to leave.
You guys beat feet?
Before we beat feet, I'm going to pass everybody a healing potion. They do 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Thank
So-
you.
You guys drink them as you're on your way back up. You come out here, and on your way up here, you can signal your eagles to get ready to pick you up. So they all kind of start moving. Or I don't know. What actually, you can tell them whatever you want them to tell them. I know what I would tell them to do, but start throwing motherfuckers off the building. But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah, if you want to do that, go for it.
Why though? They surrendered. I mean, that's cruel. As a matter of fact, that's an evil act.
They surrendered.
They're orcs. They're evil creatures.
Mm,
I'm chaotic
well-
good.
Well, yeah, but
So-
they surrendered. So
Yeah, they're not a threat.
yeah, I don't think that we should just kill like fucking 17 orcs just like that.
That would be indiscriminate killing.
Yeah, no, I am also very against that.
Such a bummer.
Sorry.
All right, so you guys get up to the top.
I
you
care
jump
about
on
my
your eagles.
linemen.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. So you get up top, jump on your eagles, and you guys take off.
Yep.
And you fly back to the airship. And you land. The eagles kind of chill out right here while you guys debrief Fisk.
I tell the captain that there's 17, 18 orcs on top of the building if he wants to strafe it with some mortars.
Yeah. Don't forget to mention that they surrendered and kind of want to go home. and say, "Fuck this place. I'm not following this guy anymore."
Yeah.
Oh, I tell him everything. I ain't holding nothing back.
Yeah. So as you guys are turning to go, Rourke is like, loose. And they had already started moving out of the off the roof. So there's only a few of them get caught. But you guys turn and you head back. Fisk is like, I know you don't agree with that, but war is war. There's no parlay in war sometimes. It is what it is. Anyways, so you guys fly back, and so everybody gets 2 XP. Actually,
Woohoo!
yeah, you get 2 XP. You each get 600 gold pieces.
Damn.
And that's it. He says, good job.
Hells yeah.
Gained a lot of information, and you did deal a good blow to his forces, and now he knows that he can be strike can be done to him in his home turf. So we'll see what happens after that.
28 is level 8, correct?
Yeah, you leveled.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Sandra leveled as well.
Awesome.
Yep, level 4.
Get that ASI.
Yep.
There you go.
Going for the weapon master feat. So,
I'm not sure. I think rather Sentinel. Because he's usually like mounted, and then he would have a lot of options with this.
yeah. Sentinel works great with Cavalier. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, you all head home. Takes you about a day or so to get back. And in the meantime, while you're traveling, Fisk will let you guys take the Eagles out around the airship if you wish, for a couple hours. And so once you get back to Lumina and you land, he hands you over the sacks of gold. And he says, well done. I know some of you may not agree with what happened, but it happens for a reason. And those are less troops that are here attacking us on our home turf. We have people here we need to think of. So remember, think about that when you're battling your Moros, Ansgar. So, well done. I'll have a report to Pincus within the day. You all get some rest. And he turns and he walks back up to the top of the ship and starts talking to Rourke. So, Pencil Pusher comes back out. He says, well, I see things went well. You're still alive. All your pieces, I see. Still on you. He says, if you wish, I will give you a ride back to the guild. If not, have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he will say goodbye to Arctic Wind, like bowing and then leaving. Happy
Alright.
that he got the experience.
Yeah, so he'll do his majestic bow. Screeching a little bit because it sounds like he needs some oil on some joints, but yeah. So, with that, you guys get back to the guild.
Yeah.
You inform Pincus what happened, and he says, all right, good job. And that's it. Everybody gets 2 XP. Everybody gets 600 gold pieces.
Sorden's gonna talk to Jandar.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I hear there are some smiths in the guild that are able to enhance their craft with magic.
All right, so I'm gonna cut you off. Let me end this real quick. Anybody that did watch or is going to watch in the future, I appreciate it, and thank all the players for showing up. You all did a very good job, and we'll catch you on the next game.
Hey, thanks for the
And
game,
it'll be
Chapo.
a round 2.
Thank you.
Thanks for running.
Hell yeah. Good night.